My name is Alyaa Elsayed, and I attend Al-Salam Day School. I'm a freshman at Al-Salam Day School as well. Um, I'm I'm the first of four girls, and both of my parents are Egyptian, and they always had this ambition when they were young, and it just to fight for injustices, and it just kind of really grew into me as a child as well. Inshallah, I'll be doing a spoken word about injustices in our society and how, as young Muslims and Muslims in general, we should be fighting it to show people that we too are merciful and that we too are compassionate and empathetic people. My parents were always the ones who were the first on the lines when injustices were happening. We were the first to be there in protest. I remember from very young, like about 4 years old, my first protest was for Palestine, and I was standing next to a Jewish woman, and she told me, I'm surprised to see you here. And I looked at her, I'm like, what is she talking about? Isn't this something that people should normally be doing? And I just felt that from that day on, it just kind of grew into me. I always had this aptitude. It was just a natural ability that came to me. Either it was from my parents or the people who I surrounded myself with in the streets of New York at the time. In the greater society, we kind of degrade the values of women, either through music, or through schools, or through environments, or through governments. We just don't appreciate the work that they do, and that we forget that for these women, they were the cause of our existence. And we kind of forget that they're the ones who really raised us to be great human beings, and they were the ones that gave us the ability to be here today. Most of the time I perform in interfaith groups or at my school fundraisers, and usually I have very positive responses and reactions. Usually they don't see someone who is a freshman or is young really thinking in a more broad way or out of the box. Most of us really, as teenagers, we focus on things that aren't really about injustices or people violating our certain rights. And to see someone, a woman, visible Muslim, kind of fighting for this, it surprised many. Definitely. When it comes to spoken word, I feel like it's my weapon on the battlefield of injustices and people who just don't understand the basic rights of man and the basic rights of women. I feel like through my words, I convey symbols that people aren't really seeing, like certain ways that people are not able to think. And I'm trying to bring that to our greater society. And people need to understand that as a young person, my age doesn't define my success. I might be young, but I have a mind that works older, or I have words that might be sharper. I hope that people know that even through my gender or my religion or my background, that shouldn't stop anyone from fighting against certain inhumanities or injustices that are in today's society. Definitely don't be afraid to stand up. People think that you have to be the one screaming in protest or the one that has 1,000 followers, but you are simply one person who has a voice, and this voice can easily be amplified through social media or through your own community organizations. You can make a difference, even if it seems to you as that is small, but changing one person, it's like dominoes. It's gonna go on to someone else. And so you just have to keep in mind that even the small changes will soon become bigger and bigger as you go. I hope to see you at the Muslim Art Exhibition on March 31st at the Contemporary Museum.